1 or more years ago between the USA and China crisis. And after that, most firms are thinking about how could I have my supplier close, more close to my nation. And you know what, 96% of the top US firm listed, in the 96%, they have some component produces overseas from China or from any Asian country. Lower demand, yes, because that's the main problem. You don't know, you right now have lower demand or zero demand, it's worse. Operational costs, you got to spend more for producing less, or the same, it's affected. And it's related, all of that, with cash flow or business continuity. How are we going to handle the main responsibility? Right now, the rock stars are not the commercial managers. I'm a commercial manager, I'm a CEO. The rock stars are the financial managers because they have to handle the cash flow, and business continuity. We want to operate right now, and we need to make the business keep running. That's the main issue. That's why we are taking decision and at a really fast pace. And on the other hand, as an employee, there's an infection risk. Whether you are not on your firm, but you're thinking about that. Job continuity, yes. And what if I lose my job, and my family, household expenses, if we were thinking of buying whatever, we are just rethinking about that. We got to save money, and our professional career. So you were just thinking about asking for a pay raise. You were thinking about just you were on a job interview on another firm. No. Right now you don't have to think about that. You just keep your job. That point. And it's related with uncertainty, yes, because we don't know how the future is going to happen. And if we are just thinking about the fear effects, we think a firm or an organization, because it could be a university, it could be a non-profit organization. And I want you guys to think about some typical responses in any case. It could be some of your responses or my responses. It's normal. That one. I couldn't talk with that manager, with that subject, because he is always busy. Busy. Yes, there's some type of people that always is busy. He's running all the time. But he doesn't respond to my emails either. Yes. Yeah, and on the other hand, everybody knows he has a very mad mood. So it's a case from an employee who has fear of reaching that top manager. He's an angry manager, a really bad mood. This is and in that case, what's going to happen? He's going to beat you or not? Just tell him, but that's what happens from time to time, to us. On the other hand, in that case, if it's not you talking with a manager or a superior level, it's you talking with somebody in your team, You are the boss, here an employee, but you want to bring them bad news, Yes, you got to be earlier, What about that? I asked you last week. I'm waiting for that word or whatever, and there are some kind of managers and leaders that they dislike approaching people. They always just want to bring good news. Who else? What dislike to telling good news? Yes, you want to have a pay rise. I want to put you on a really top priority project. But there are times when you go to bring bad news. It's a necessity. And regarding risk, no, regarding risk, because when as a manager you go to train on decision making. The case method that you guys use and know also is one tool, a really useful tool in order to improve your decision making process. And that's because as a manager, you will never have a perfect opportunity with 100% of probability of having success. No, it's impossible. No? But as a manager or as a decision maker, it's common just rethinking in order to reduce the risk. No? But there's a matter of time too. No? So it's a typical response. I need to reduce uncertainty even more in order to launch that project. And of course, I don't want to be affected on my KPIs, no? Because the key performance indicators, no, as probably the gross margin, market share, whatever, no, in most of the firms are related to the performance agreements and with a bonus, no, for a patient. No? But sometimes it happens, no, that I have here just 2-3 questions. Haven't you ever perceived a fear sensation before facing an audacious employee who never admit to lose? It's difficult. No? There are some kind of people really tricky, difficult to handle, confront. No? You got to prepare to that. Or by the way, no, from time to time we could think and rethink decisions until reaching the perfect decision, and the perfect decision doesn't exist. No, and right now we are facing a really fast pace of that decision-making process, because something important is urgent too. Right now, no, you got to launch product, you got to change services, you got to adapt IT. No? Plenty of decisions. No? One of the decisions is for universities adapting, no, to online education. No? It's a decision, no? And it costs. It's a matter of time. No? And why do we have to prepare too much in order to speak in public? Too. Yes. You got to speak to a public. No? You are thinking. You are taking care of PowerPoint. You are just choosing which word you're going to use, how you're going to look, no? And it's all. And related fear inside the firm, according to our research, among top executive headhunters, from the key skill that a manager needs, public speaking is rated 5th, you know, between the top 10. No? Fifth. No, it's a study from Boris Groysberg, Harvard Business School. And you know that on the general population, and I'm not talking just about managers, there's a survey too in Gallup. Gallup is a really huge polling firm in the US, and 40% of the Americans have fear of public speaking. No? And it's rated 2nd. The first fear is the fear to snakes. Yes, how on earth are you fearing snakes? Nobody sees a snake. Probably once, twice in his life. You know, I saw a snake twice probably. I'm in a jungle. It was a retirement, and it was I practiced Vipassana. No? It was a Vipassana retreatment in Japan, no? Some part of Japan, no? It was rural, no? There was some snakes, no? There, no? No, I felt fear, no? But first snake and second public speaking, no? That's really. And what do managers fear? No? That's important. This is a research among top CEO from top firms. No? And number one, being found to be incompetent. No? So failing and being incompetent. No? You are silly, you are incompetent, you don't know how to do things. No? And that diminishes their confidence, autoconfidence, and undermines relationships with other executives. If you feel that you are seen as incompetent, you are not well aware in order to handle relationships or executives. No? And underachievement too. No? Yes. Between executives, between salespersons, sales reps. No? We also love published achievements. Public achievement. No? We encourage people to compete. No? I want to be number 1. Yeah. Number 2, top 15%. Yes. Well, what about if you are top 10%? Looking too vulnerable too. No? Looking weak. No? Because all of us want to be seen, perceived as people with strength. Nobody wants to look vulnerable. No? Looking foolish. No? It's related to number 1, to be incompetent. No? Foolish. No, I couldn't trust that guy because I every time I ask something to him, no, he's foolish. And it undermines team performance. No? It's related to that because you need to make decisions. You need to launch projects. You need to end on time with deliverables, on your tasks. And there's a book related to decision making and fear and productivity, very strong, stumbling toward social psychology and organization. No? And he studies the fear and the productivity. No? And there's a trait, intimidation. No? Probably you want to make an annual speech or a presentation to a top executive, or in the other hand, you want to defend your thesis project. No? Yeah. No? So the fear affects the brain prefrontal cortex. No? It is a trait, rigidity. It is labeled that sensation. No? And it could affect your judgment. No? If you are being asked to a tricky question, no? It could block your judgment, no? Your memory. No, how was that? I don't remember. No, because you're nervous. Your impulses, no, also, no, because with your fear you could respond in a non-educated form. It could be, no, and a control of your impulses. No? Yeah, and it blocks your attention too. Your attention, and inside the firm, because it has effects inside the firm, because I was talking in general, I'm going to talk to the effects of fears just inside the firm. No, it blocks many interactions. As a first example, I was talking about that there's a really busy manager who is always in a really bad mood, and nobody wants to interact with him because of that fear, that perception. And prioritizing surviving instead of professional development. Yes, you don't want to confront people. No? You don't want to take risks. No? You just want to survive. No? Yes, it's okay. I'm okay here. I don't want to take risks in the firm. No? I want to flow with that. No? And it also could lead us. We could drive us to make the worst decisions. Yeah, because if you are blocked, we are not able to think well. And it could limit our actions, no? Because I want to do A, no, I fear about that, no? Or something else, and I want to wait, no? So it limits your actions. And that makes us to react mostly just under crisis. No? Yeah. Right now, all of us got to run the decision-making process because of the crisis. No? But it has to be all the time this way. No? Run. And it's the reaction, the effect is that it reduces efficacy and the corporate climate too, no? Because you have kind of people, DC people that it's just on a comfort zone, nobody taking risks, and just I was talking about what happens firm in general. I'm going to focus right now on managers. What's related to fear among managers, and it's also related to insecurity, no? And it produces, from time to time, this treatment to subordinate, because that kind of managers or pseudo leader who also mistreat people. I wrote an article some months ago related to shouting on the workplace, no? Yeah, just using a voice on a different level and so on. If you want to shout in order to encourage people, it's okay. But if you want to shout in order to humiliate people, it's a different stuff. No? Hiring middling employees. No? One good manager really is supposed to look for people better than himself. No? That's a really, really good, important issue. But from time to time, you could find managers that just one mediocre people. No, just that, no, because they don't want to know. They doesn't want anybody around themselves that could be successful, no? And blaming others for all mistakes. No, I wrote an article related that some time ago because a friend of mine, he studied his MBA at Ivy at Canada. He lives in Toronto and he was working for a really, really huge pharmaceutical firm in marketing. But his boss, he was a lady. He always blamed him for her own mistakes. That's really sad. Sad. And after that, he has left the firm. He resigned. He quit because of the boss. Some group exclusion and gossips. Group exclusion, I mean, you have one group here, one group here, no? Solidarity with that guy and that guy, and gossips, gossip, Yeah, you start talking when somebody else is not present, and most of the time talking bad, and this is causing a lot of loss in time production. It's studied, the effects of gossips inside the firm. And promoted flattery. Oh, you're the best boss in the world. And related high-risk aversion, decision-making process that we are talking about, it has an effect. Because you could go back and forth with decision one more time. No, let's think about the costs. No, the time frame. No, let's talk with that manager. No, that only manager is on vacation. Let's wait for him. And time passes. And seeking always for more and more information. And you got to in side point of the decision-making process to say yes, that's all we have. Let's go. Or just telling good news. I was talking with you some minutes ago about that. That typical was that I want to just bring good news to my employee. For bad news, go to human resources. No, that guy. And I have research about all of that. And what is related, because I have just pointed the effects of fear among managers. But what if you are not a manager? What if you are an employee? And security too, because it brings to avoiding responsibility, passing the buck. It's a common phrase. No. I have already sent you that. I'm waiting. No. It's on treasury, no? It's with the accountant, no? I'm waiting for him to pay the check or whatever, no? The wire transfer. And I wrote an article also about that, an overdependence of power on power, because if you know how to deal with a subject, tell that without PowerPoint. I'm using PowerPoint. I don't love PowerPoint. I love talking without PowerPoint because, but right now it's useful for this topic. No, I love it case teaching. But if you are a good professional, you should be able to tell about that without PowerPoint. There are some firms that have forbidden PowerPoint in order to ask for something or make a presentation. No, and getting out too late from office. No, it's classical. No. I want to work. I have to work until 6 p.m. No. Because the boss is just in the office. I'm gonna wait for him because it means it tells a false, stupid sign that if you work more, it's better. No, here in Peru we had some firms that at 6 p.m. they just turn off the lights of all the building because they're asking all the employees to go away. And training obsession also, no? Because training is really useful. No? I myself, I spend a lot of time and money training, studying, traveling for that, and I love that. No? But there's sometimes when you could fail on be tracked in a training obsession. No, because in that way, I could be. You are not thinking about the capabilities, just on the what are you gonna get, a diploma, whatever, a cartoon. And the group exclusion, gossips and flattery that I was talking about some minutes ago. On the other hand, high risk aversion, and it's also as in the managers. In that case, asking always for your manager in order to getting things flow, no? So you are dealing with something, but you are asking your manager, no? It's probably not needed, but always you go after him, no? And doing all through emails. In my firms, a lot of time ago, I was new as a manager, I forbidden asking through emails if you want to ask for something. Because, and what about that printer that you asked? Remember, you talked with me three weeks ago. No, I already ordered. And no, because I ordered. I go to the logistics guy. And what else? No. He asked me for the printer, but I asked him which brand since he doesn't respond. I'm not active, no? And all these guys, they chat on a daily basis, no? They work kind of close, but because he didn't respond, he didn't answer my email, no, I'm waiting, no? That's good, but it happens in front, no? Or preferring just telling good news, no? That's what we were talking about, with a kind of confronting employee or co-workers, no? So, here are my takeaways. How could what could we do as leaders in order to avoid fear within our firm, our organization, or our employees? First of all, promoting an open door policy, because if you're a manager that is that it's supposed to bring some kind of fear, sensation of fear, your firm in general should have a promoting open door policy. What that? Any employee from any level of the organization could be allowed to ask for a meeting with any top level executive, even with the own CEO. You know what? IBM, they had a policy that if somebody else in the organization blocks any employees in order to reach a higher level executive, that leader was instantly putting out of organization. He was or she was has to be fired. And IBM, open doors policy. But it's kind of tricky, because if you have an open door policy, it doesn't mean that you are going to make decisions with that information. You just listen, and you could take note of that. Because if you do that, if you are receiving an employee that is lower, 2 or 3 levels lower, you are making their kind of a channel, and you don't have to take the decision. The decision is going to be made by the boss in charge, and bring top managers exposure to and credit. What I mean is that if you have a really good employee with a good idea, from time to time it's good to bring him or her the opportunity to share it with a top level executive. It's kind of a managerial exposure. Error tolerance, the mistakes. You go to sanction, it's okay, it's sanctioning, but not for the first time, depending on the mistake of the error, in order to learn. Clarifying roles and functions, because it's crazy, but sometimes there's people that at least they don't have idea what exactly they are supposed to do. It could be funny, but it's how it happens in some organizations. Let's use checklists. I love checklists because what? Because the human memory is really bad. From time to time we think, I have a good memory. No. We are humans, And I recommend 2 books from Atul Gawande. Atul Gawande is a researcher at Harvard Medical School, and he's a New York writer too, a top writer. And he has some books. One, Being Mortal, it's related to how that health industries around the world, have a focus on surviving, but they don't care about how the ill people are dealing with the illness. And he studied checklist on medicine, because you are supposed to cut the left leg. Whoops! You cut the right leg. You got to make an operation to patient A. No. You made an operation with patient B, And he uses some examples and construction, travel, There's one example here, it's in year 1935, Boeing wanted to launch a model, it's a 299, and it was the most modern airplane by then. They hired the top level, the #1 pilot on the world, the best crew on the world. On the first flight, it fell down, crash. Why? Because by then the aviation industry didn't use checklists, and that plane was really difficult to operate. Every time we fly, there's a checklist. And the comfort, on the air, whatever, it's a checklist. And I have another example. Probably some of the professors remain Van Halen. Van Halen was a group of the 80s. By then, by the late 70s and early 80s, the US rock band. They were #1 in the world, #1 in terms of the show. Really huge shows. It's compared now it could be U2 shows. I've been in a couple of UT tours. I had opportunity. I love U2. By then they had that kind of really huge shows. And The leader was that guy who is jumping there, David Lee Roth, and he had a list of requisites, a list, no, for each concert, for that shows. And one of the requisites, you know that kind of requisites, no? They want a pink limo, no, a limousine, whatever, blah blah blah. But at the backstage, he asked for a bowl, no, plenty of M&M chocolates, candies, but he doesn't want any brown M&M. No, not any brown. No? So some people thought, no, what that's kind of a Devo demand, whatever. No, it's crazy. And you know what? No, he thought, if they forget something as stupid as an M&M, what else more important could there be forgetting? And you know what show in Colorado, he found one brown M&M on a bowl, he canceled the concert. And you know what happened? Afterward, no, the stage collapsed. I recommend that book. And my final advice is promoting a feedback culture, no? Because if a worker doesn't know what her strengths and weaknesses are, it's really difficult to improve, no? There's a book, no, that recommends a really simple form, no, from John Nora. He was a top executive at GM, no, automotive production, no, and I met him some time ago. No, he has a book telling his experience, because when he started at GM, he started even so at the 70s, late 70s, he had his MBA from Michigan. No, it was the oil crisis, and he started at GM as a blue collar. But since he was promoted, he told his former co-workers that he knew all the tricks that all the workers did, and he didn't tolerate that upon being a manager or a leader. No? And he has a really simple form. I could share with some of you that if some of you will send me an email, no? That is, before bringing feedback, it prepares the manager, the supervisor. No? Is this the first time that happens, if it's a bad thing? Yes. And did the employee know, she or he knows that it was his or her responsibility? Yes. And how does he supposed to know? Is there a procedure? Has been trained him on that? Yes. And did he or her got a grade on that? Did a certification on that? And so in that way it prepares you to bring in the feedback. And I really recommend that. No? And yeah, just for finishing, no, there's kind of a joke. No, the employees don't fear you, sir. What gives you that impression? No? Everybody's running away, no, hiding. And no, somebody thinking of humiliating employees. No, they're guys are thinking about that is not generating enough revenue. No, it's time for a new policy. And I don't know if you guys are a fan of Netflix. No, it's Tokyo. It's a character, no, and a really top Spanish series, no, and it's related to fear too. And after that, I want to thank